Okay, now folks, I've shown you what you call it, Jambugama, I've shown you Ambagama, I've shown you what you call it, Jambugama, that is Chainpur Bangra. In the Mahaparinirvana story, after visiting Jambugama, which is Chainpur Bangra, the Buddha proceeds on his Mahaparinirvana. Now, the next stop, according to the Mahaparinirvana, what is written in the Mahaparinirvana is Bhoganagara. Now, Bhoganagara, that's where the Buddha, he stays in this Anand Chaitya. Now, Bhoganagara, he stays in this Anand Chaitya. Folks, that is, till now, the Buddha was traveling at a distance of 25 kilometers a day. Like from, what do you call it, your Bandagama to Hutigama. That is Bhatgawa to Musrigarari. It was 20 kilometers. From Hutigama to Ambagama, that is from Musrigarari to what do you call it, Bangra, is around 20 kilometers. So he was averaging 20-25 kilometers, but from Jambugama to the Anand Chaitya, it is 90 kilometers. That means, because Anand Chaitya, I'm sure it's in Motihari, and it's Anand Dham. It's called Anand Dham. And what do you call it? Up here, the Buddha, he starts preparing his disciples that how should they check what he taught if people repeated what he taught and said that it was the Buddha's teachings. His disciples were to check and recheck that. So he teaches them this. And the disciples see, till then, first it was the Lichuis who were trying to stop the Buddha from going for his Mahaparinirvana. And then there was, what do you call it, the disciples also were hoping that he would change his mind. But when in the Anand Chaitya, when he starts preparing them how to check for faults in someone's teaching, who's preaching in his name, in the Buddha's name, the disciples realize that they have lost their jewel. They have lost the Buddha. Because they realize that he is fully inclined to attain Mahaparinirvana. Because the next stop, in the next stop, the Buddha eats pork meat, rotten pork. Now, why do, and folks, the Anand Dham is the Anand Chaitya. So there should be a sangrama over there, where the pilgrims and monks could stay. Folks, to pay homage to this event of the Buddha telling his disciples how to test. That is Motihari, folks. The town's name is Motihari. Motihari means to lose your jewel. Motihari means to lose your jewel. In the Anand Chaitya, the disciples realized they had lost their jewel because something is not written in the Mahaparinirvana story. The something that is not written in Mahaparinirvana story is Buddha goes from central Bihar to North Bihar. North Bihar, there is a meat-eating culture. Central Bihar, there is no meat-eating culture. So if the Buddha wanted to eat rotten meat so that he gets dysentery and he can die, it wouldn't be possible in central Bihar, because entire central Bihar was, according to his preachings, had become, vegetarian. But North Bihar, which was in the Terai region, they were still non-veg. And the Buddha he had taken his sangha and had made a beeline. See, when he decided to end his life, he did not end his life. He went to North Bihar, northwest. He traveled around 200 kilometers to go to a place where there were meat-eating people. And he ordered, so that is the next stop. And in Motihari, they realized, because Motihari itself is a meat-eating area. So they realized, and Sariputra had also died of dysentery. Sariputra also had died of dysentery, and Sariputra dying of dysentery had shown the Buddha the way. It seems Sariputra had done the same thing. Anyway, the Buddha, teaches his his disciples how to check for authentic Buddha's preachings. That is when they realize that they have lost their jewel. The jewel has gone. That is Motihari. The town's name is Motihari. The Sangrama, see, all these places, the Sangramas have become little towns. Motihari is a district town, and it was from Motihari that thousands of years later Gandhi started his Satyagraha movement. Folks, it was in Motihari. Motihari means to lose your jewel. That's where the disciples of the Buddha got disheartened and realized they had lost their jewels. I hope you all found this video educative and liked it. If you did so, don't forget to follow, like and subscribe to my page, Buddha Exhumed. And don't forget to tell your friends and relatives about this.